Hello everyone, and this is Paradox Navigator Hiring, a model which is going to target the talent solution business units for higher revenue growth from my side. I am N. Sundara Koteshwaran. I am an IIT Mumbai alumnus, and for more information about my contacts, you can go and see a lot of use cases and case studies in my website, that is www.nistolabs.com. And this business model, what I'm going to present here, is going to engage you with me for a particular revenue growth, and its intention is to bring in more revenues. So please go ahead. I'll go ahead and then you can see how it can be done. So, a brief about myself. I am Sundar Natarajan, and I'm director and the chief technology architect. And I'm also an alumnus from IIT Mumbai. I have 20 years of international cross-functional industry experience. And I'm widely quoted in major research journals at big consulting companies in Atlanta, USA, and Europe. I have also spoken at the inaugural International Research Conference in Copenhagen on New Technologies Roadmap. I own a framework named Operando Framework 3.0 with hands-on AI blockchain emerging technology model computation institute in Bengaluru. So the IP patent is one area where people are focusing more, but I focus on an alternative method called IP collateral accelerator. So my skill sets are very uniquely flavored in terms of IP collateral accelerator, where I work on the emerging and AI and IoT blockchain technologies, and then I plug into my framework, Operando Framework. And before coming to Operando Framework, I work on the IP patent invention accelerator. So people all be working in many business units today are working on the patent invention area, waiting for patent to be granted. But that is it takes 5 years, 4 years, and the conversion rate is around 17%. So in order to increase there should be an alternative method solution to solve this problem. So I took up this as a solution, where I take up the idea dimension computation to a different level. Then I do a proof of concept validation on that idea dimension, and then create a collateral. So I put the word here patent specifically, but it actually called it as an intellectual property collateral. So for that to do, you need a lot of advanced modeling, solution architecture, software development, products and micro products to be created for that particular unique problem solving skill or within the portfolio within the organization. So today you have a lot of organizations who are coming out or already want to venture or into fintech and new things like regular technology, into CRO technology, supply chain, manufacturing, waste tech, nanomedicine and energy harvesting. So each and every vertical is now looking out for some kind of unique flavored skill set, like I'm talking about as a IP collateral accelerator, who will come into the picture and then create an asset to the company in terms of revenue growth. So my skill set is basically focused on this particular technology area investment. So Paradox Navigator hiring is a business model which I'm going to talk in this, where you're going to choose a multiple equity portfolio within an organization. So once we do a particular we identify one particular organization, say like who are in one particular portfolio, we choose multiple equity portfolio. Equity portfolio will is all that even startups will be negative equity, or if you consider bigger organizations, they will be having a bigger equity portfolio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap my multiple IP collateral that I'm going to create. Like I told you about my technology investment. I'm going to invest my technology through my unique flavor skill set using my Operando framework. I'm going to swap that multiple IP collateral within that equity portfolio. So what happens? You can take percentage from the increased equity. I'm increasing the asset of the company in terms of the intangible asset which is coming out of the IP collateral. So the equity will increase from the current asset. So this will happen only through Paradox Navigator hiring, where I come as a commando who will work for a short duration for 1 month and 2 months and create that IP collateral through technology and proof of concept and idea dimension, and then take it from the current asset to the different asset with the percentage equity increase. So what we do is, so what I'm going to get in return is, I'm going to get in return a percentage equity increase that I've made for that particular portfolio in terms of tangible asset. So if you look at the P&H business model through a software algorithm, then I take a standard IP collateral filing cost is added first initially, because we want to start something legally. We need some legal department involved with 2 or 3 people along with the POC which you are going to target. Then you add a standard cost is added based on the entity classification. It can be a startup which has no revenue, is in negative revenue, micro enterprise up to 5 crores, small enterprises up to from 5 to 75 crores, medium enterprise from 75 to 250 crores, a large enterprise from 250 to 500 crores, a very large above 500 crores. Then I create a cost table for each entity through a subscription model. Say for example, the cost involved in subscription model is 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh. It is kept as a, for time being, as a variable which is just plugging the value from the market, or you can keep it at a flat cost of 2.5 lakhs. Now I'm going to relate that cost table with the equity percentage, so 20% for 1 lakh and 40% for 2 lakhs and 60% for 3 and 80%. This is where I bring in my unique flavor skill set of technology creation with the revenue model, and I apply the rules for number of months. Then I calculate the total cost, entering the entity, number of IPC features that the organization is involved in the P&H model, and finally the number of months I'm going to be involved in creating the IP collateral, and come out as a winner. So if you look at the P&H business model once again in terms of graphical data, what I'm doing is, like, if you see the number of months that I've taken into this P&H business model, that is in the x-axis, and in y-axis I am plotting against the IPC subscription cost in lakhs. So if you see, I have drawn a line from 15 lakhs to 50 lakhs. This is the range where we are going to be involved in the creation of a proof of concept with a revenue model attached to that, and there's also the trade secret that is getting attached to it. So what I'm doing here in this is, like, this linearly, if we go with the startup, if we take 1 contract or 2 contracts or 3 contracts, it depends upon number of months. Even 15 days I can finish one particular assignment. So in that way, if you go for multiple assignments with multiple entities, what happens is that you surge ahead above 50 lakhs. So it will go from 1 crore or even about 2 crores or 3 crores. It depends upon the engagement with the enterprise where you are going to engage with. So if you look at the IPC asset, what happened? The IP is the intellectual property collateral asset. I'm swapping with the percentage equity in the portfolio for each organization. That's what I'm going to do. So with this, what is going to happen is, like, I'm diversifying into cross-country equity. So if you diversify into cross-country equity, means, like, if you go for different geographical locations, then the revenue market that we're looking at will be huge. It will be in multiple crores. So even this kind of assignment where you have a skill set, my unique skill set is into quick in and out during illiquidity crisis. Suppose the organization is in crisis, they are not getting more revenue, they are not getting there's a crisis happening in the organization, then this is the quick in and out kind of a assignment where I'll plug in myself for 15 days or 1 month and then reshape the whole crisis and then create an asset equity swap, overcoming the regulatory and payoffs. So the regulatory and payoffs is also a very important one, because each and every business is actively evaluating the possible entry with the competitive product on scale. So that is what I am focusing on in this business model, where I directly participate in ownership management of percentage equity table swaps and assess whether or not they will be post-merger liabilities and work out a plan to minimize or eliminate them. So this model works out with me with 20 years of experience as a hands-on guy in software development, technology, and business computations, business companies. This is what I feel that this is the model which is suitable with me. So if you engage with me in this kind of assignment, we will have a business model attached, the revenue model attached with you. So for that to happen, we need to have face-to-face discussion, and we will work on the business plan on this. That's a plan which I already created. So once you are through and happy with this model, we can proceed further on a face-to-face discussion with you, and then we can create a plan out of it, and then we can work with your sales team and then make sure that it happens. So I am banking on your sales team, I am banking on your sales resources, and what happens in the sales resource team has to again bank on me, because I have to take up the initiative in terms of working in tandem with the sales team in presenting to the client and making the sale client conversions. So in that way, I am playing an important role, and you also. It's a win-win situation. It's not like anyone is only one person investing, or it's like only I am investing, or things like that. So yeah, so this is going to be a win-win situation. So if you're interested with this business model, we'll go ahead and then we can have a chat on this. I will have detailed business plan is ready with this. So this is what I call as the Parados Navigator hiring business model. And if for more information, you can contact me on my mobile number or also through Skype, and then you can also visit my website for more information. Thank you very much.